You are a strong person. Yes, you can do it all. You thought that they had you stuck, but you're back against the wall. You are a strong person. So baby, keep moving on. Don't let nobody stop your hustle. But both your plans are just stand tall. You won't stand alone.
Hey, what's going on, collective? Thank you for joining me for another video here on LAVIProgramLLC Program. On this channel, we're manifesting realities, one change at a time. My name is Lavender. I'm a virtual life coach, and today I want to do a collective read focusing on work and business. So this read is for anyone that is employed, looking for work, or if you got your own business or starting up a business. So this message is for those individuals. If you would like a personal read or if you would like to schedule a personal life coaching session, please follow the QR code. Just hit me up and we can see if we can get you scheduled. Also, please like the video. Please comment down below. Let me know what you're up to, how you doing today, where you are watching me from. Anything. Say hi. Hey. Let's go ahead and get into this read. All right, you ready? Let me get these cards ready for y'all. Oh, they already kicked the stuff out. So the first card out is luck. It says the actions you take now will lead to abundant success and prosperity. Believing in your own luck can help you cultivate an abundance mindset. Your perspective might be holding back your growth and luck. Okay, so maybe for some of you, you're trying to be mindful about the actions that you take now so that you're making sure that it's working toward the things that, you really want. And it looks like luck is going to be on your side. You're believing, having more optimistic viewpoints or perspective when it comes to abundance and cultivating the things that you say that you really want, that you want to aspire to have or manifest in your life. But yeah. With the issue here, though, it says your perspective might be holding back your growth and luck. So maybe for some of you here, you might be struggling when it comes to luck. Maybe things aren't going so lucky for you. And you could be having some type of pessimism or, this negative perspective when it comes to things stabilizing or improving for you regarding either your job or your income. But it looks like, luck is here. We just got to focus on, what it is that we're doing. What role are we playing in our rewards as well as our demises? We play a role in those too. All right. So we got caution. I just said the roles we might play in our own demises too. So caution. All right. So it says exercise caution when making financial decisions. So making some of you, gracious, sorry y'all. Maybe some of you, rather than being impulsive when it comes to purchasing something or doing something regarding the distribution of your money or the handling of your money in some way, not being impulsive, really thinking things through. It says be careful not to overspend on wants instead of needs. So yeah, not emotional shopping, because that could play a role in your, the amount of luck or abundance that you feel like you're lacking in this moment. Again, contributing to it in some way, like self-sabotage. It says you're spending more than you're earning. So yeah, some of you might be living outside of your means, and that might be something that you really should address and take caution to, because if we don't change, the way in which we're doing something, we just continue to do the same thing. It's like, well, we're not going to have any improvements there. We're just going to get the same result. Y'all know the definition of insanity. I ain't about to do that right here. All right, exactly. Next one, change. Yes, you have to make the changes. It says a change for the better is headed your way. Embrace it. Not seeing movement doesn't mean nothing is happening. Exactly. Sometimes you must embody the change you want to see. It's not going to come knocking at your door. It's not going to be a snap of the finger. None of that. This is action that you're going to have to take towards those changes, those improvements that you want in your You're gonna have to, stop overspending, living outside your means, making impulsive or emotional decisions. Like, there are things you're gonna have to stop doing in order to stop getting what you already getting. Especially if you ain't satisfied with what you already getting. All right, next up we got student. All right. So student, work with a mentor to acquire new skills or learn how to implement your plans. And this can be definite, sound advice. If money management is an issue of yours, then take a money management class or a free virtual online course. There's also worksheets that you can find online for free, PDF worksheets. Take this step to try to figure out in what ways am I contributing to, me not having the type of financial stability that I really want. But, also not just whining about it or complaining about it, because at some point it's a choice, all right? So not just whining about it, but also making sure that we're doing the steps necessary to take accountability for it, being responsible, and again, making the necessary changes. So it says you could be pursuing higher education or working for a school district. So maybe some of you are going back to school to be able to improve your income. Maybe this is something that you've been planning to do, or something that you are now in the transition of doing. It says learn to manage money. I just said something about money management. Learn to manage money. Learn to manage money yourself, or hire a financial advisor for help. So maybe some of you, there might be, you do have your own business or organization. Maybe, there's some issue with, I don't know, payroll, or there's some issue with what you're seeing between what's coming in and what's going out. Being able to hire somebody to step in and really look over the money. I feel like the focus right now is y'all just needing to make sure that you focus on where your money is going, how is it being spent, what way am I contributing, and what needs to be changed. Let's get one more for the collective. One more for the collective. All right, we got the office. All right, so some of you work in a, office kind of atmosphere or setting. You might have your own little private desk. So it says delegating more tasks can significantly boost your earnings. Think about roles like security assistant, office manager, or other office jobs. Okay, so maybe this could be something that you all are pursuing. Or if this is something that you're already in, you might be pursuing a position that might, provide a little more earning, a little more hourly or salary pay, some type of additional incentive that might come with it. It says, think of the greater good, not just yourself, to achieve a better outcome. Okay, so maybe not just focusing on, these are my financial problems, this is the issue that I'm having with my expenses. But also, it looks like maybe doing something where you might be, helping other people and that makes you feel good type of thing, because it's not just you doing something for you, but also in which ways that it helps you and others to do this, this job, whatever it is that you're doing. It could be community-based work, some type of nonprofit work, Bottom of the deck says, easy does it. Slow and steady wins the race. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail. Be careful not to get involved with any get-rich-quick schemes. We said something about impulsivity earlier, about how you distribute your funds and things like that. So, easy does it. Take your time with this. Even if you are deciding to hire somebody to do, some type of position for you to, money manage your income, still, making sure you screen people correctly. Look at their references. Do they have any, I don't know, good qualities specifically that you are looking for? Just make sure you're doing things thoroughly. You're being thorough, going through things with a fine-tooth comb. Because, it looks like right now you really can't risk another hiccup. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to add to the plate. And I thought we were trying to get stuff off the plate, not add more to the load, right? Let's see what else we got for work and business collective. Where we at time? Oh, we're doing good. Okay. What else for the collective for work and business? What else for the collective for work and business? Okay. So we have harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. So I say some of you, of course, because I'm doing a money read, business read as well with this work read. Some of you might definitely have your own business, or this could be a work from home situation. So if this is something, perhaps those of you who are in occupational positions like that, perhaps you need to, find a peaceful work atmosphere, find a place that's quiet for you. I don't know if you have a lot of distractions in your home. It could be kids running around. You can hear the washer and dryer going. Maybe the toddler's TV down the hall. Finding ways to better harmonize and find that, good quality of energy for yourself. This could be you redecorating your home office or wherever your workspace is. I mean, a little small minor decor, freshening things up, maybe adding some flowers or however you decide to soup it up for yourself. Look, earlier we got the luck card that came out. We got good luck that came out here. It says your fortune is improving and you will get a lucky break soon. Collect nuggets of wisdom. You will need them in the near future. And talking about nuggets of wisdom, it also has student here as well. So yes, maybe some of you are having to learn something or going back to learn something, so that you can continue to maintain the availability for blessings to come in for you, because you've like created the foundation for it to be built on. For instance, for any of you who might have to be, who do continued education units, and then you have to do those first before you can renew your license or something like that for the state in which you work for. This could be you making sure that you address that so you can keep having that money coming in, or you doing the work hours that you need to do, or what's it called? It's like I can't think of what it's called. Y'all, but it's kind of like an internship, but it's an actual job and you get your hours or whatever. But anyway, once you reach your hours that you need, them giving you your next certification or license that you've been applying for. I'm sorry, my brain going a little blank while I'm trying to explain this to y'all. All right, let me get another one for the collective. But bear with me, y'all. I'm only human, okay? All right, so next out we have locked. Work you want may not be in reach now. You can take a temp position while awaiting an opening. Your new place offers job security. Okay, so maybe some of you, right now with locked, maybe again, like I said, something that you're pursuing right now that you want, it's just not the right time. Maybe again, you have to learn something or acquire some type of skill set or certification or something like that before you're able to move into that. And it's like, well, just do what you need to do so that you can go ahead and get to that. We're not gonna focus on what we don't have. We focus on where we're trying to go and what we need to do to get there. So, that's what it looks like either you are doing or should be doing when it comes to this, because this next opportunity, this new place offers job security. This new place that you're going into, you're not bound to it like you think you are, because even in this picture, this lock is opened. It is not sealed at all, and the key already in it. So you're not bound. It just feels that way. All right, next you have flashback. People from the past return. You may work with a previous coworker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. Okay, so for some of you, this could be a job spinning the block calling you back, asking you, are you available to come and work with us? This could also be, maybe when you do work at this new position that, you could be going into, it might be someone that you used to work with at a previous, place that also works there. Okay, so this could be an old coworker, like I said, or taking back an old job. So, but again, though, it says someone, you're getting a second chance. So there's a second chance, a second opportunity that is here for you. Maybe there was a coworker that you was really cool with at an old job, and you're like, dang, I ain't heard from such and such in a minute. But maybe this person work at the new job, and you walk in, it's like, oh my gosh, you work here. All right, let me get one more for the collective. One more. Okay, we got offerings. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. We said something about impulsivity earlier. So here go again, confirmation about, taking your time with things. Not, going slow, not rushing things, trying to force it to be instant. But, yes, some of you are getting a new position. Or some type of investment opportunity, something that is going to allow something else to grow, basically. Bottom of the deck, outside forces. Unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be okay. So some of you may be leaving a position because somebody else is trying to control, maybe they're delegating how much you can get paid, like a cap on how much, we willing to give you, regardless of how long you stay here type of thing, or somebody working you 70 hours a week because you salary and they don't have to pay you by the hour. They just got to pay you this base pay and tell you to do everything up under the sun. And maybe you're like, I'm not with that anymore. I can't do that no more. But there is some type of outside source, that is getting in the way of something. And again, it's not something you're able to control the outcome about. But like it says, this cycle will shift soon. And you will be okay. So just hold on. Hold on to the reins. Don't let go. All right. So this next deck that I got, this one is actually called Divine Feminine Entrepreneur. So this one I technically use most when I'm speaking about individuals who are business owners or considering, owning a business. This could also be like contract work where you're able to make like your own schedule, because you kind of like are your own entity if like you a 1099 or contract worker. But let's see what this deck says for those of you who may align or resonate with that type of occupational position. All right. Again, y'all, let's try to get the likes up in the video. And again, if you can, write a little comment down below. Let me know how you feel about the read so far. Is it resonating for you? All right, let's see. It's always good to get some feedback, All right. So, this popped out. So, first one out is allow. So it says, get out of your own way and let the doors of success open for you. Drop resistance and go with the flow. So maybe some of you are being resistant in some kind of way when it comes to, your own business or just work in general, regardless of what it is that's concerning this. We have to step out of our own way, because again, earlier we talked about self-sabotage, right? We have to find a way in which we are having more mental mastery and seeing where we could be contributing to something so that we can address it more abruptly in the moment and not allow it to run the risk of really, tainting other aspects of something that we already got going. All right, second, we got clarify. It says, get clear on what activities and online platforms bring in your best clients and customers. Focus your attention there and ignore distractions. We talked about distractions earlier too as well. So I feel like, with this, some of you are trying to figure out what's most effective for your company or for what it is that you're doing. And this doesn't just have to be associated with entrepreneurship either. This could also be like if you're someone that have a heavy workload, you're trying to find a way to make, to work smarter, not harder. So you might be trying to clarify ways to do that for yourself, whether it's, keeping a to-do list or some type of tracking, resource or a better organizing tool that you come up with or that you find that works for you. It can be anything like that. So it feels like, you're trying to figure out what works best, and then you're kind of like staying in that lane, because if it ain't broke, it's nothing to fix, right? All right, let's see what else. But I feel like some of you are just trying to discover what works best. You're trying to see clarity on that. Like, how am I getting my highest sales, or my, where are my new customers coming from? Where are they coming in from? All right, next up we got attract. Focus on attracting and building relationships with clients who are happy to buy your products and services. I just say you're trying to figure out, where is the highest, percentage coming from with, the sales. If you sell more than one product, which product is hot right now? Do I need to make more, order more, create more? How can I better promote or advertise my company, because this is where I get the most hits from? That could be something you guys are focusing on, but yeah, finding more attraction, bringing in more clientele. Maybe clientele has been slow for you. Yeah, we got transition here. Changes are coming that require you to shift into new ways of thinking and doing business. I just said working smarter, not harder. It says don't resist, embrace the changes. Exactly, allow. Be receptive to the changes that are coming. There's a transition that is coming here. And then, with these leaves here, is giving, springtime. And we know spring is all about, rebirth, growth, expansion, evolution. So things are growing here. There's a sprout, a positive transition that's occurring here. There's growth here. All right. We got advertise. I just talked about it. You guys are trying to figure out how to promote it. Advertise. Get the word out about your business in a strategic way. Experiment with paid advertising to attract real buyers and build your list. Exactly. You're trying to advertise. I feel like business is slow for some of you. And it's like, I really want to try to, find a way of how can I get more clientele right now. There's economic issues, societal issues that might be slowing down my business. How can I navigate this issue right now? All these people losing their jobs or being laid off, so there's less income, and that was part of the area where I got my clientele from. How can I shift this and still keep my sales up? Like, I feel like this is what you guys are figuring out. It's like self-discovery, trying things out, seeing what works, and building from that. Bottom of the deck position. It says, step into your power boldly. Own your topic. Show how you can help. Position yourself as the expert in your niche. Exactly. It's like you being confident in who you are, even though things have been slow. You want to make sure that things are being conveyed effectively as to what I provide. I'm good at what I do, and that I am here to help. And that is me in a nutshell, just for y'all out there. Just for y'all out there. I know exactly what I do when it comes to what I do. And I'm good at what I do. I'm confident in what I do. And I know that I can provide support and assistance as long as you are willing to do your role as well, because you cannot expect somebody else to do it for you. It will not last. It will not last. Just putting that little nugget out there. But yeah, this is something that, you all are going to do. You're going to put yourself in position. You're going to let it be known and in a very, in a very professional way, but with confidence and with conviction. Let it be known that this is what I do. I know I do it well. I know I can provide you with a great quality service. And we're just waiting for you. Give us a call, give us an email, whatever your way of introduction is when you sell your product to your consumers or potential consumers. This is what you're trying to figure out. And just, be confident in what you do. Don't allow small hiccups or slow moments to make you feel like what you're doing is not beneficial or profitable. That's a bold-faced lie. It's a bold-faced lie. If you know you're good at what you do, then you're good at what you do. Now, you also know if you're lying to yourself. And that's just the truth about it. You know if you're lying to yourself. But if you are good at what you do, put it out there. Promote that. Don't be scared. Don't be fearful. See where your number one population is coming from and do what it is that you need to do. I'm not a business consultant. I'm just telling you what I feel based on what I see. All right, y'all. Well, that's the end of the read, and I wish y'all good luck with everything. Again, please comment down below. And yes, if you want to schedule your own personal tarot read, or if you would like to schedule a life coaching session, I'm here when you're ready. Follow the QR code or copy and paste the description, the link that's in my description of my bio, and I got you. Let me show you what I'm working with. Take care, y'all. Bye.